Ciao, I'm Sissy, and I'm from Catania. I'm from Sicily. I went first to Umbria Jazz. I did workshop for Berklee College of Music. I just moved here to do music full-time. I'm a professional. I'm a singer, I'm a composer, I'm a teacher as well. Music is my, everyday life. I moved to Boston about 9 years ago. I go back and forth oftentimes from New York, but I'm based here in Boston. Before coming here, I was actually studying genetics. You didn't know that. I was almost graduating in biology and molecular biology. I always have been doing music as well, but nobody knew it. At some point, I realized that music was what I wanted to do full time. And I went to my parents and I said, you know what, quitting university and I'm just gonna do music. And that's how everything started. When you want to do something related to art, music, acting, people tend to discourage you and think like, okay, but you gotta make money. It's like, are you sure you wanna make music and then what? Living under the bridge unless you're famous. It is not like that. If you follow your passion, things happen. It's nice when you wake up in the morning and do something that it is your work, but you don't call it, oh, I gotta go to work. Wealth comes after. It is just a consequence of you being happy of what you do. For me, art is an expression of your inner self. Could be through painting, could be through music, could be through pictures. That's what's art. The reason why we work on our craft is to be able to not have limits and to not filter whatever it comes through. The bigger picture is actually just channeling whatever it comes from somewhere else. Artists in general, they channel a bigger message that they don't even know. It really comes from somewhere else place. Who doesn't use social? Yes, of course I do. Well, there are different social for different things. I'm not too of a Twitter fan, but I use a lot Facebook, I use a lot Instagram, totally. It's a great tool to stay in contact with the people that follow your art. A way, besides the live concert, for example, to keep sharing it, to keep giving your message to the people that are following you and they are listening to your music or, looking at your work. I follow different type of artists and different type of people. After many years you work with music, then you look for new inspiration, so I try to listen to tribal African music, to Middle Eastern music, to very weird and different type of music. I grew up from blues to soul to jazz to System of a Down, like hard rock. I discovered that moms have superpowers that they didn't know to have. You need to be a mom, but you also need to do your art and, your work. Go much what you thought it was your limit. I have a beautiful son. Everything changed in my life. I come from a musician's family. My dad is a pianist, so we always had a lot of music in my family. Until my 17 years old, I was singing, but I kept it hidden. None of my family knew it. I would sing, I would lock the door when everybody would be out, get in the more acoustic part of the house, sing like crazy and, study whatever CD I have and listening and trying, but I would not say to anybody. Nobody knew that I was singing. Well, so this is how I began. We were in a famous TV show in Italy and somebody asked my dad to play the piano. The production of the TV show, they pushed me back, they gave me a mic and they said, go and sing. They didn't have idea if I could sing. It was just to make it, ridiculous and make people laugh. We were in a live, so I was, in front of really all Italy. And my dad, he was like, he's becoming pale and scared and started to play a blues. I took my mic, I was really shaking, so I took with the other hand and I was like this. And I just started to improvise, just going with the flow. And then he looked at me like, what? Are you serious? So that was the way he discovered. And after that, he didn't talk to me for about 2 weeks. If you find your real passion, just go for it like a train and things happen. Passion is what makes you move mountains. The passion gives you the strength to work 1 week, for something and not sleep for a week and still be happy of doing it, and still be okay with, yes, I did it. To be a dancer, to whatever talent, each one of us has his own talent. There are, a lot of auditions that I did and that just didn't work out. Oftentimes there are rules, music rules, artistic rules that we have to work with, no? Sometimes it can be too boxy, okay? And I believe you still need to believe in yourself and in what's your first inspiration and instinct. When I say nurturing your talent, it means that we have this talent, something very precious, but then we really need to work to make it really shine. It's very easy to think, I want to be famous and not really work behind that. Quality of your work stays. You really need to work on your craft. My suggestion would be, find your talent, believe in it, nurture it, and work on it. Work your craft. Experience and professionalism, it takes time. That's what makes the difference. I love to be here. This has been so much fun. Who's behind Boston Art Fashion is Sicilian like me. Un saluto a tutti i siciliani e alla Sicilia che porto sempre nel cuore. And remember that you do have superpowers.
Saluta come lui.
Gesticolando! Sembra facile. Ciao.